Well, the last dance. Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching the eISL, which is powered by Coca-Cola. Before we have this event started, a huge shout out to our associate sponsors, Hero Esports Partners, Nordwind Gaming, our platform partners, PlayStation, and our digital collectibles partners, Terra Virtua, to make this event happen. And joining along with me is, of course, going to be Azim. And the final day of the league stage, and here we are, long journey. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I was very excited to finally get into the finals after today. But of course, let's take you through the tournament format so you know exactly what we're talking
Yeah.
about. This is of course the eISL, and the league stage ends today, 13th of March. Of course, the format of all the games is two 1v1s and one co-op game per match. And we already know who our top four are. They're going to be playing out the finals on the 14th, 19th, and 20th. And of course, we have that FGS battle between the two winning team members and a huge prize pool to play for as well.
Oh yes, and that is something that all these four clubs would be eyeing out for, because we just have the playoffs round the corner beginning tomorrow. And as we take a look at that huge prize pool of 78 lakh rupees, the first position receiving 15 lakhs, so on, reducing down the MVP getting 4 lakh rupees for himself, and a personalized NFT of the player by Terra Virtua. So a lot on the line. We've seen a lot of drama happening, a lot of controversies. Everything just pans down to this one final day, Azim. And as we are talking about the teams, let's take a look at the leaderboard to see where they really stand. Because this matchup today, in fact, the first matchup that we have lined for you guys is going to be between Chennaiyin FC and NorthEast United FC. And mind you guys, this is going to be redemption day for Chennaiyin FC, because the last time they locked heads against NorthEast United FC, they really went for a ride.
Yeah, of course, and Chennai FC also battling it out to potentially get that second place. A little bit of a psychological boost over Mumbai City FC, of course, who are in action today as well. So they'll be looking to get a good result, get that psychological edge, because they are, of course, going to be playing Mumbai City FC in those semi-finals. But let's see what the matchups are for today. And for Northeast United FC, it doesn't look like there's too much really on the line to play for, because they know that their position is pretty much locked in. Sixth place is really what it's going to be for them. And yeah, it does look like we might finally get to see a little bit of fun from Imad and Mufu, maybe some interesting team selections as well. So going to be quite fascinating to see how it pans out.
Yeah, I mean, the journey for Northeast United FC was so very good, right? Up till the very end. But then again, things really could not work out. But this time we are seeing a swap in the order, right? We are seeing Naveen being the one going up against Imad. So that is something that I'm really curious to see as to how that pans out.
Yeah, it's Naveed up against Imad would be, of course, very interesting. Obviously, we would love to see Saransh against Imad round 2, that revenge match after Imad had absolutely dominated Saransh the last time that they faced up 6-0. I think the biggest thrashing that Saransh has ever received in the eISL, potentially in his career. So obviously, he managed to figure out Saransh on that day, and maybe just an off day for the Chennaiyin FC boy as well. But listen, it's going to be fireworks on the last day of the league stage, and of course they're fighting for that MVP prize. Let's look at the top goal scorers right now as well. It does look like Ankit Gupta is not leading anymore. Sagnik has overtaken him, and barring some kind of massive disaster for Ankit over the next game and the semi-finals, of course you would expect Ankit and potentially Naveen and Saransh to overtake him as well.
I just love it how Bengaluru FC boys, they've lifted their spirits up. But that just ends over there, right? 20 matches played, locked in, dusted, right? But for Ankit Gupta, but for Naveen, we still have to see a lot out of them. Ankit Gupta has still got that one match to play. So I'm pretty sure that he's going to be scoring a few more goals over there. And so will Naveen. I mean, these two players that we're talking about have been really dynamic in terms of how they've performed in this eISL particularly. And I think they're not going to stop at around over here. But I was rather surprised. I really wanted to see personally a rematch between Saransh and Imad, but that did not happen this time. I do not know the reason why. But either ways, I mean, we're completely fine with it. We're in here for one really good game, a game where both these teams are really competitive when they go up against each other. But taking a look at the statistics completely speaks otherwise. Chennaiyin FC being one of those attacking spearheads that we have seen in the eISL, scoring 119 goals out of those 19 matches played, displays the supremacy all along. And this is what I was talking about, right? The previous matchup where Imad just absolutely bamboozling Saransh, and this was the start of a point where team started figuring out how to play against Saransh. Then we did see a little bit of a slip up over there, but Naveen has been very reliable. He's been the win-win guy for Chennaiyin FC, so I'm pretty sure we're not going to be expecting anything less. But we've got to see if the sparks are flying out in the first match when Naveen and Imad go ahead against each other.
Yeah, because they're very, very closely matched in their FIFA skill levels as well, just around 40 or 50 points difference. Fairly closely matched in terms of number of goals scored as well. So Imad, on a personal level, I guess his target could be to try and score more goals than Naveen in this tournament, which would of course mean beating him 4-0. Easier said than done, but he managed 6-0 against Saransh the last time out. So he has something in his locker, and of course playing without any pressure. I think NorthEast United FC, particularly Mufu, has always maintained, the pressure is not on us, the pressure is on all the other teams. But all these boys, all very, very good friends. I think Imad and Saransh and Naveen, of course, known each other since before the eISL. Mufu, a bit of a newcomer to particularly the LAN tournament scene. And Saransh still yet to really kick into top gear. And it's strange to be saying this on the last day of the league stages. But we still haven't seen that top gear Saransh. So I don't know if he's just been sandbagging for 20 games and now suddenly he's really going to bring it in the semi-finals. But will be really interesting to see how he approaches these next few games.
I'm not really worried about Saransh because I know he's a player who's really comfortable at playing when the stakes are really the highest. So I think we're gonna see him back into his blind form pretty soon. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, we are game on with Chennai FC from left to right with Ronaldo, Naveen trying to press in a little bit through the wings, and Eusebio. All right, we've got to see passing it on towards him. So Naveen has been maintaining some really good possession early on as he's got this eye on the goal. Could be a really good chance. Goes for the volley with Eusebio, but just out for a corner.
Yeah, looked a very, very nice, clean move, and some interesting team selections, you would have to say, particularly by Imad. Going for, it does look like Zambrotta, Ronaldinho. Is he going for like some kind of Serie A kind of team? No, clearly he's got Xavi in there. So playing with his favorite players over here. Got Xavi in there, got De Jong in there, got Neymar. I think I spy the Messi on that right flank. There you go. And Cruyff up top. So will be a little bit interesting for us. You don't always know what to expect when you come up against these kinds of players, particularly Ronaldinho. The agility and the dribbling ability that he gives you is just absolutely spectacular. But trying to get in behind there was Naveen. So trying to do really to Imad what Imad did to Saransh, with Imad pressing pretty high, leaving a lot of space in behind those fullbacks. And now you see Imad trying to get in with Cruyff, but unable. And now on the counter-attack, Naveen looking to build, but being pressed very, very high over here. He's got Serginho Dest over there. And will this be offside? Yes.
Oh, yeah. And we've got to always keep a watch out for Imad's presence with that chop back finesse shot, right? He always loves to go for those shots like that, and really difficult if he gets into a good position to defend against, because more often than not he has been scoring goals out of that particular area. So definitely Naveen has to watch out for that. But for now with Hullet, I think Naveen hasn't really made any serious changes in his playing 11, right? He's been going for his standard pickups, but Imad, of course, knowing the gravity of the situation, he knows not much to be won, but what? Wait a second. Just for a moment, I thought he might be offside.
Yeah.
But indeed, he was on, and he scores. And what?
It just looked like all the defenders stopped defending over there. Everyone had their hands up appealing for offside. Looked like even Imad had put one hand up appealing for offside, because even he looked like he completely stopped over there. But clearly fine margins. VAR must have got involved over there. One of those 1 millimeter onside, shall we say, with all the rulers and the geometry equipment and the protractors, everything out to make the calculations. Reminds me of my engineering days, studying engineering drawing and being in the machine shop. But well, let's talk about happier things than engineering. We're back to, of course. A good time for Chennaiyin FC over here, getting the lead nice and early, even though Imad has looked fairly threatening, and I would expect him to come back strong and at least get a goal back in this game.
Oh yeah, I think he's gonna get that one way or the other. But yeah, he's made a few changes up in his playing 11, so it's just some time to get settled in. But against an opponent like Naveen, it's not gonna be easy. Who's maintaining such amazing possession again? With Ronaldo is trying to get in, but Gerard Piqué makes that intervention over there as Dest and De Jong passing it along, trying to push it for Imad. But yeah, I think 28 minutes in, one goal for Chennai FC. That's really good signs. But Imad, you've got to watch out for this man. He's been one of the very consistent players and has a very good chance of scoring. And there you go. A very well orchestrated goal directly to Cruyff. And he never misses from that spot. And now this is the equalizer that we were talking about. Really came quick though.
Yeah, and of course, Imad defying the laws that say that you need to have R9 and Rona and CR7 and Mbappe in the team. If you have Johan Cruyff in there, I wonder if that's the new Cruyff card, the Prime Moments card. We will have to check and see. But either way, Imad getting the job done over here, getting that equalizer nice and early. Still time in this first half for more developments to happen. And both players actually looking very, very sharp today. So bodes well for Chennaiyin FC going into the semi-finals. Naveen looking pretty sharp. And Imad, of course, he'll be looking to add to his goal tally, and Sagnik will be looking nervously over his shoulder in those top goal scorer stakes because Naveen just getting one step closer, might be two steps closer over here with Mbappe. Lovely bit of skill and smashes that into the top corner. Brilliant from Naveen. Potential there for a Terra Virtua super moment of the match. That little bit of skill, drop of the shoulder, and bang into the top corner. 2-1 Chennai FC.
Oh, bro. I mean, this is it, right? This is what we were talking about. Naveen seems to be in a very, very good form, right? And this was so important, especially that you've got to go against a formidable opponent like Mumbai City FC in the playoffs. So you've got to be on your toes. You've got to be on your best every single day from here onwards, because that is what is going to ensure. Because Chennai FC have clearly been the most balanced team out there, even with the start of eISL. They've been looking really solid, and Naveen has been one of those players who's kept the team at the front, right? He's been scoring a lot of goals, exactly what you would expect from a player like him. It's just about Saransh, but right now he's pushing in. With Mbappe from that right wing, passes on towards De Bruyne with Eusebio. Gets a beautiful pass down on that volley with Ronaldo. Will score. And Chennai FC, oh my goodness, 41 minutes up and they are 3 goals up ahead.
Naveen is really, really feeling it today, scoring some spectacular, beautiful goals. Have a look at the little volley across there. Wasting no time, no need for that first touch when you have the confidence to hit it on the volley. So looking very good, very sharp, very deadly here is Naveen. Of course, Imad wasn't looking too bad himself at 1-1. It felt pretty even. We thought maybe we might even get to half-time level, but no. Naveen absolutely in no mood for any of that. He wants to get this job done in the first half itself. Might be looking to score a 4th over here. And Imad doesn't seem to know what's happened right now. And I wonder if we'll see some of those chop back finesse shots from Imad. It seems like there was a competition happening between all of the players yesterday and all the fake sorry celebrations that were going around. But no apologies here from Naveen. He's scoring all those lovely, beautiful goals. And it is the lead for him, 3-1 for Chennai FC. And Naveen still doesn't look too happy with himself. It's like maybe I should have had 4 or 5.
Yeah, Saransh is like, no, I think you could push for more goals. But I think it's a complete contrast environment that we can witness in the studio, right? Imad completely just not feeling himself, as if the gamble that he had taken. I mean, of course, not a lot on the line for Northeast United FC, right? Even a win would not secure them the spot that they're looking for, because in terms of goal difference, I think Bengaluru FC are way ahead. So yeah, the sixth spot is, I think, where they've got to keep themselves satisfied at. But what a start from Naveen, right? Very well composed in every particular aspect, barring just that first goal, which really looked sketchy to me. But it's fine. I mean, it's a goal is a goal. If the officials agree to that, it's absolutely okay. But the goals that followed up after that, Zeev, that is something that we need to talk about, because the composure that he showed, that the sort of a built up that we could get to see from his side. And Mufu is like, I mean, you are the one who's good at lip reading. What's going on in their minds?
Well, I actually managed to get a glimpse of the bench for Imad, so looks like he might be having some fun with it. Hasn't got any of the big name players there. Lots of Barca players in there. So there looks like he's got Asu Fati, he's got Dembele in there, he's got that potentially that rule breaker Suarez in there to bring on as well. I'm hoping that we get to see a Benzema today at some point, considering the great form that
Oh,
he's been in
yeah.
of late. But there we go. Looks like there might be some kind of substitutions coming in. It is Ferran Torres in for Ronaldinho on the left hand side. So let's see if that can make the difference. Unfortunately, no Fernando Torres available for any of us over here. Also, a pretty good card in the game. Fernando Morientes is one of the few hero cards that I managed to pack, which is lowly 4-star rated skill moves, but I'll make do with that. But making do with 3-1 is not something that Naveen is in the mood for. Look at him go again with Eusebio, now finding R9 with the Elastico, gets fortunate with the bounce, but well dealt with in the end by Imad. And now, is there a change to formation we're seeing over here? It does look like a bit more of a 4-4-2 at this point. Goes wide and finds, of course, the Italian legend Sambrotta in there now with Neymar and Messi. Well, you could see he was going for the shot, but completely air kicked it over there. And now big opportunity for the switch, but Naveen gets it all wrong.
Oh yeah, and at this particular moment, right, Imad really needs to score a goal, and this could be the chance where he could actually get in. But Hakimi says not today, as he manages to deal with it very easily, I must say. As I mean, Naveen has been looking really prolific, and this could be another one in for him. A little touch too heavy, still manages to get past the keeper, but Sam Brotta denying him the chance for scoring a goal. Out for a corner, goes in for a header, gets the head, but not in the right direction, as Safi would make sure that he puts the ball out of the harm's way. Still in the box though, so we've got to see if Imad can bounce back in, because a 3-1 lead is very difficult to chase, and you at least need to score one more in the next 10-15 minutes to still stay in contention of the game. And considering how Naveen has been looking, it's going to be so difficult again from the right wing. Comes pressing in, Ronaldo taking the possession away, goes in for the shot, out for yet another corner. What's happening? Why is all right, just a goal kick. Why is Imad's defense absolutely in shambles, Azib?
Yeah, well, I think it's mainly because he doesn't have any team of the year cards in there to make those last-ditch interceptions. Of course, Gerard Piqué and Samuel Umtiti, quite respectable defenders to have, but you can see he's giving himself a little bit of a challenge today, having a bit of fun. I mean, in that kind of situation, you would usually have a Cancelo or a Hakimi in there. But it's Imad's last day at the office. He's trying to have a bit of fun, trying to play a little bit of that Barcelona tiki-taka from the good old Pep Guardiola days, and now getting in there with Cruyff, trying to get in, turns away from one but runs into the other. And really, that's the kind of solidity and positioning the team of the year cards, particularly on defense, tend to give you. And now, with the CR7 coming in, of course, the man scored a hat-trick yesterday. In the real world, only his second hat-trick for Manchester United up against Tottenham Hotspur. So CR7, if there was a form modifier, he would be absolutely right on top of it. But Naveen, well, it looks like he's just reduced the intensity just a little bit. Maybe just tempting Imad to get forward a little bit, give him some encouragement so that then he can hit him on that counter-attack when he's not expecting it. And this might be that opportunity, but the pass given away again. Now with Neymar on that right flank, now finds Ferran Torres. Might be an opportunity to take the shot, decides not to take it. But with Xavi, Messi, Ferran Torres there again, I think it's probably a Xavi, Messi, Neymar, all the Barcelona fans in the chat probably reminiscing about the good old days of all those fantastic players together in one of the greatest football teams of all time. But 75 minutes on the clock and Imad still not really able to threaten.
Yeah, I mean, at this particular moment, Azim, Imad, well, the way he started off, he was looking extremely attacking, right? But most of the times he's got to defend. But look at that
Oh!
sombrero flick into a shot. Oh, barely missed out. And, that could have been one of for the highlight reels over here had that gotten in. But he's still okay with it, right? He's still
Yeah,
fine. I mean, it's been dealt, so it's all right. But I think for now, what we are really witnessing from North United FC is the fact that they've changed their lineups. They're just here to have some fun, play with the players that they really like. If Imad could come in with such a drastic change, then what are we in here for when Mufu comes to play?
yeah. And Mufu already, it looks like he's forcing Imad to make some kind of gag substitution. Pele on for Eusebio for. Oh, he goes for it, and that's exactly what I did. I done, Imad. I knew it. I had called this so long ago. I said, you know what? Somebody needs to go for that direct corner, and he's done it. He has done it. That is, for me, the goal of the tournament right there. It's the most different goal. It's the most difficult thing to try to do, and he has got it there, getting Messi in on the corner kick. Definitely my pick for the Terra Virtua super moment of the match right there.
Oh God! I mean, just give this man a separate award for scoring the most beautiful goal out there. I mean, I think it was just yesterday when you said it that you wanted to see someone scoring a goal out of a corner, and Northeast United FC. These boys never disappointed, especially Imad. It takes a lot of cojones to go and try to take a shot like that, and he did that with absolute perfection and precision was on point. I mean, what do you say about it, Azim? This was such a sublime moment for this young lad in the last day. What a way to walk home with.
Yeah, and I do wonder if that's what Mufu was telling him to do. You know what? Just go for the direct corner kick. Let's see what happens. And potentially that's given a few of the players something to think about going into the semis as well. I mean,
Oh,
they won't be able to bring that keeper out, knowing that if you have Messi on the corner over there, potentially you're vulnerable to a direct corner goal, as we have seen from Imad. And you can see, I'm sure, but there you go. It's 4-2 for Naveen, not messing about. He's not scoring any direct goals from corners. He's just being efficient and getting that job done. But you have to say, the likes of Ankit Gupta, if they're watching this, they're going to be looking at that and saying, this is something that I need to try out. When the chips are down, if I need a goal, need to do something unexpected, we could see that happen in the semi-finals.
or maybe he would have thought of it, maybe saved it for the playoffs, but I think now the beans have been spilled. So, yeah, I think now the players are going to be a little bit extra careful for those sort of corner kicks coming out. I mean, he made it look so easy. I'm pretty sure it's not as easy as it looked, really, the way it went in with Suarez. Messi again getting himself inside the box, takes the shot. Little bit in a disarray over there, but yes, as we speak of it, 90 minutes is already over, and there comes that final whistle being blown. Yeah, I mean, Imad did lose the game. Naveen had a really good time, managed to score 4 goals, but I think Imad will have no regrets, right? No woes out there. He's going to be happy just by scoring that one, really, really out of the world goal over there. And even Saransh was impressed by the efforts made by him. And yeah, I mean, the first game done and dusted. The second one just about to get started.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the win there for Naveen up against Imad. Very entertaining game, end to end, lots of action. And of course, guys, Imad using my suggested tactics to score. So if any eISL teams next season are in need of a coach for your players, guys, I'm available all the time whenever you need me.
I mean, yeah, of course. Why not? But then the problem would be I would need someone along with me on the casting desk, and I think we would need your expertise more here than ever. But regardless, Azim, right? In this particular matchup, I mean, nothing much to talk about in terms of the storyline, apart from the fact that Naveen was playing really focused FIFA. Imad was here to have fun. He went with the drastic, changes. He went in for a lineup that he has not played with before, and somehow, up to a certain extent, made it work. Initially, he was looking really heavy on the pressing. Really felt some confident vibes oozing out of him. Just until the point, he was halted by Naveen's brilliant run. Right, very confident, very composed, and very stable. I must say, Naveen has been today in this particular matchup.
Yeah, Naveen, I think that's been him throughout this tournament. He had that one little dip in form where he was drawing a lot of matches. He had become hashtag Draween as the joke was going around the Chennai FC camp. But finally has picked up the pace, looking exactly like the kind of player who started this tournament, absolutely dominant, almost overshadowing his more, shall we say, illustrious teammate in Saransh with like great goals, you have to say. Really taking the game to the opposition and scoring all different types of goals. It's not like, a simple formula based goal, just a simple cutback or this or that. Scoring all sorts of different kind of goals, and that's really the kind of stuff you want to see, and that's the kind of stuff that helps. It's not just relying on one kind of tactic to score the goals. And of course, we did see a lot of this fun stuff, the rainbow flick and the volley. But what was to follow would be even better. As you can see, the Van der Sar brought very far out. And then Imad just going for that direct corner, and it was in. And you can see the celebration as well. Nothing that the man at the post or the keeper could do. And you can see that clearly something that they've been planning. And well done, boys.
Yeah, I mean, at the same time, I would have loved to see what the boys from Chennai had to, say about it. Because at a certain moment, if it was anybody else, would have been absolutely stunned. But Naveen somehow kept his cool and did manage to score another goal right after. So, yeah, I think pretty much a good game. The last individual game for Imad, one of my favorites in the eISL. Always, beaming with confidence and, talking about him. He's waiting for us inside the studio with an exclusive interview as it's his last day today. So, a long journey, Imad, which finally comes to an end. But I'm pretty sure you had fun there.
Yeah, it was a fun game. I didn't want to play with this squad, to be honest. I had it ready, like in case if I wanted to play it or for co-op. But Mufu and Mufu convinced me to play with this squad, and I also was like tempted. But yeah.
Yeah, well done. And you also managed finally. I've been saying this for like the last 10 days that somebody needs to go for the direct corner when the keeper is so far out. And you managed to do it. Is that something you practiced or you just decided to go for it in the moment?
It was at the moment. I've never attempted it as well. I saw his keeper coming up like up front, so I was like, what? Just it's Messi. He has the most curve, I guess. So just went in.
And
Yeah, we
literally
could see from the reaction as well that it was, I think, the most celebrated goal we've seen.
Yeah, I think it was at the moment, right? Because it's not an intense game. We know Chennai are going to be third, I guess, and we are going to be sixth. So yeah.
But from here on, what's next for Imad? What's next for you in terms of your professional career, your personal life, your studies, back to your family? Tell us something about it, Imad.
I do want to continue this because I have a passion for this game. But the next step, no idea what it is. Have to go one step at a time, I guess, one day at a time, and see how it goes.
Well, it's been an absolute pleasure watching you and, of course, chatting with you all through the tournament. Scoring my goal of the tournament. If I had an award for goal of the tournament, you have it right there. And congrats on the goal, if not the win. And good luck for the remaining two games.
Thank you, guys.
Cheers. All right, so I think that was Imad. It was an inch which, just relying on his pure instincts, and going for the goal clearly shows how he's matured even as a player. Taking those risks, you've got to do that inside the game. To score goals like this, you've got to take that leap, and he's done that. But now the second matchup for the evening, and I'm pretty sure those heroics by Imad must have pretty much. Ignited a flame within Mufu. And you're talking about Shenanigans. I think he's the most mischievous player. I think in the eISL, make some really, really ludicrous, players coming in, some really baffling moves. So I think I'm pretty sure we're going to be privy to something more of that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm eagerly looking forward to it. I think even Saransh right now is wondering, what players am I going to be? Is he going to come out and play with the actual Northeast United FC team? I mean, you wouldn't put anything past Mufu at this point. But let's see. We're waiting to find out, and of course, all laugh and cheer around. It's an exhibition match day, and we've seen some exhibition goals scored by both players. And yeah, of course, Saransh there, skill level 21-10. One of the top, not currently the highest, you would say, in the eISL right now. I think there are guys like, for instance, Sagnik, who had a much higher rating going on. Also, guys like Shayantan and Ankit Gupta, who we'll be seeing today. But yeah, you can see a stark contrast in the number of goals scored, and that's generally been Mufu's struggle throughout the tournament. The goal scoring has looked pretty confident on his defense. But yeah, it has kicked off, and as I was expecting, there is a Zlatan Ibrahimovic up there. There is a Hullet, there is Kaka, wonderful. Again, one of my all-time favorite players in there, and Gattuso. It does look like he's going with an entirely AC Milan team. And yeah, it's Ronaldinho. That's what he's going. He's going for the all-time AC Milan team. We saw all-time Barcelona and all-time Chelsea yesterday, and Saransh not messing about at all. He's just going with his regular meta, and I think he'll be a little bit surprised to see what exactly is going on over here. Of course, all-time AC Milan does mean that you do get a few very, very good icons in there. You get, of course, the likes of Hullet, of Cafu, of Maldini. These are all, of course, players who are definitely part of the meta. Pirlo over there, you can see, never seen Pirlo move quite so silkily on the ball, but that's, of course, the magic of having your icon card in FIFA. Usually more of a Rolls Royce, you could say, just very smooth and steady and classy, but haven't seen him do too many of those flicks in the middle of the park in my years. But we do see Messi going, but Mike Maignan, the current AC Milan goalkeeper, pulling it out.
Oh yeah, and at this particular moment, right, the way Mufu started off, yeah, it clearly shows that he's here to have fun, just like his teammate. But Saranshi means business. He went in for that meta chop back fitness shot right from the very start, and he must be gutting over here to just try and find a goal, find an early break, because a lot of eyes are on him, right? They have been on him. Everyone just with that same question in their minds: when are we going to see Saransh completely unleashed? And we haven't seen more of that. Maybe this could be a good start, and there you go, maintaining composure over here. Saransh shared in the first 14 minutes of the game, managed to score one with Cristiano Ronaldo out there. And yeah, I think this is what you would expect from him. Of course, Mufu just YOLOing around, trying to have some fun. I'm just waiting for those shenanigans, those really amazing skill moves when he gets his Ronaldinho into play. But this is another really good break over there, and can that go in, Azim? That's the big question, but no is the answer.
Yeah, it's not quite. I think I would have expected Saransh to go for the chip over there, but didn't quite work out. And actually, I have used that Kaka card that Mufu has picked in a couple of my foot draft matches. And even though he gives you like a lot of great passing and finishing and dribbling ability, I think the one thing that he does lack in that card is, of course, physical presence. It's quite easy to knock him off the ball, particularly if you have a team of the year defender going up against him. So that's something that Mufu will have to be wary of. Try to get Kaka into those nice, open, easy spaces. without too much defensive pressure. And now you can see the difference between a team of the year Messi and Baresi over there at left back. Pirlo there tracking back for Mufu, who seems to be enjoying that Pirlo card quite a lot. Every time he has it, he does something strange with it. And managing to win that ball back and going up on that counter attack. Will he be able to find Zlatan Ibrahimovic? That's really the aim. He's found Ronaldinho here in acres of space. Now, what's Mufu got? Chop back, finesse into the top corner, and absolute beauty there, and the celebration as well. And Mufu right back in it.
Oh yeah, oh yes. I mean, this is exactly what you would need or want to see from Mufu, right? That is what the Northeast United fans have come to see. Some really, really good goals out there. But still, that one corner goal from Imad would, stand on top of the goals that have been scored today. And I'm sure Mufu is gonna, try and get something better done than what Imad did. But what do you think would be, something that even gets far than that corner goal from Imad?
Oh man, I mean that's probably one of the most difficult ones to pull off, and we have seen it today. But I think we've been waiting for a bicycle kick, an overhead kick, or maybe even a scissor kick, and Imad might do it over here. Could potentially even line up a scorpion kick. Of course, those goals, I mean, they're not, I mean, they look impressive, but it's not that difficult really to pull them off because you just have to press L2 and finish. It's not some crazy difficulty as compared to, scoring from, as we've seen some players doing like a Bolasi flick or a sombrero flick, those kind of moves over there, really beating the couple of defenders with one move. And I'm sure we'll see a shot from Saransh over there. No, we'll not. Pulls that back towards Kante instead, and now it's CR7. Well defended again there by Mufu. And Mufu, despite his team selection, managing to stay in the game right now. It is 1-1. Maybe Saransh taking it a little easy on him. Not something you associate with Saransh, but they're not taking it easy at all. And bang, it's round 2 of the same. And we've seen that Saransh's trademark now. Just sort of sitting that keeper down, and maybe something to pay attention to for the teams in the semis as well. When you're in that 1v1 situation, just try to get the keeper to not commit and wait for that ball roll to come. And you never know, you might just get away with one.
Oh yeah, I mean, you're pretty much giving all the tips and tricks to the players. That could be really handy. I'm pretty sure Ashwin and Tikka would be watching this game, taking a few pointers over here. As this time opted for a bit of a chip shot, but does not go past through the keeper. But for now, it's 40 minutes gone past by. Chennai FC have scored 2 goals almost in a similar fashion, and I think they're going to be looking for a few more. But Mufu is here trying to get the ball as much as he can, possibly to Zlatan and Ronaldinho, and maybe then try to score some really beautiful goals. But with Kante passing it on towards Mbappe, I think this gives quite some pace to the Frenchman over here to try and make a move, as finally again trying to enter inside the box, as to dribble past the defender with Hullet, gives it back towards Ronaldo Nazario. But this time Mufu being very well prepared and thwarts the ball outside, and that's halftime.
Yeah, it is halftime. I do wonder if we'll see Mufu change things around a little bit. I think the Kaka card has been a little bit ineffective for him. Maybe can look at going with, if he's managed to keep them on the bench, that is going with another AC Milan legend, something like a Marco Van Basten potentially up top. Maybe not sure how the Shevchenko card is in the game, or even if it exists within the game. But a lot of options that he can take. Maybe even try to go with a few current players if he does feel that they can offer something to him. But we have kicked off already, and Saransh wasting no time. That's a very, very big overcommit. And again, you can see Saransh this time doing the ball fake the other way. And Mufu did actually try to read that and you went for the manual keeper move. But Saransh, it's just the patience and the composure that he shows in those situations. Lots of players, I mean, in that situation would just panic and just take the shot. But he's just so calm, so composed, so just aware of what's going on. And he can just really one of the most lethal 1v1 finishers in the game. I think it would probably be between Saransh and Tikka for me in terms of like the two best finishers that we have in the eISL. Like you just put them in a 1v1 situation, and very rarely will they let you down.
And this sort of kind of a calmness comes with a lot of experience, right? He's been in a lot of nerve-wracking situations, not just playing inside the country but even representing the country beyond the borders, and he's done us proud. So I'm pretty sure he's got that mentality instilled within him to try and always make sure that he can get the better out of the play over there, the most out of the card. He knows the limitations, where to draw the line, how far can he stretch out. As this time with Messi, he's of course created a lot of room and space, not getting the ideal pass on towards Ronaldo as he had intended, but still keeps the possession on Messi, but no, finally being taken away from him. And now Northeast United FC, they have a chance to go with a potential attack. I think it was just that one really good attack that went into a goal for Mufu. Apart from that, we haven't really seen much from him.
Yeah, I think he's just been. I mean, mostly he's just been passing the ball to Pirlo and trying weird tricks along with it. That's generally see even over here. He's just doing those extra dribbles, and even Saranch having a laugh now about why is he doing this every time? Is this some kind of strange tactic that we are not aware of? But now with Kakao, they're going for that sombrero flick, which of course is his favorite move. And yeah, the party tricks are out now, and well, they were out, and now they've been put back into the cupboard because Saransh has the ball and will be going for that fourth goal. What's he got this time? Again, composure, brilliant from Saransh, absolutely outstanding there, and finds that fourth goal. It's just like really fun to watch him when he's in full flow.
Yeah.
And even there, the presence of mind to not take the shot the first time because there was a defender on the line blocking it. Just that split second, literally, it's milliseconds to make that decision to make the pass again, and really, really great stuff.
Yeah, I mean that's what years and years of playing competitive FIFA does to you, right? At a certain point, he knows what's going to happen, what are the dangers that are put right in front of him. But this could be a good potential break, something that Mufu has always been yearning for quite some time. Goes in for the shot, but a little too far, but still out for a corner.
Yeah, this time Saranj making sure the keeper is nice and close to the goal. You could see over there was trying to go for that back flick shot with Zlatan, and what's he got here? Going for, well, trying to do a few interesting things with the main man from Sweden, but not really working out for him. And of course, you can see the difference that the cards makes. I mean, if you compare the Zlatan Ibrahimovic, which is not a bad card at all, it's a like 90 rated card. But if you compare it to like a team of the year CR7, well, there you go. That's the difference. And I mean, I will say that the player controlling the card also makes a bit of a difference in Saranch. Really finding his form, and unfortunate now for Sagnik because his hopes of that MVP slot are definitely gone. And trying the rainbow flick over there did not work at all for Kaka, and it's just a rainbow flick battle now. It's just become wrestling now. There's drop kicks, all sorts of madness happening.
And why not? I mean, the fans would absolutely love something like that. And here the players are, putting their hearts out, putting up a good show, which could lead to a massacre again with Messi if he gets a score out of this one.
Oh.
Showing so much composure over there. Again, that last minute pass to Ronaldo, and kind of a sight that you do not occasionally witness. Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo celebrating together, but here in the ISL, it's possible.
Yeah, and Mufu, you could see over there just having a little look across to Saranch, almost as if to say, "Baskar, yaar, kya hai ye?" I mean, I'm not playing with the full team. What is this 6 goals? And Saranch is like, "Hey, this is what Imad did to me last time. I'm just here for my revenge." But we're going to see some substitutions being made. Let's see. Maybe we'll see a Sadov or a Van Basten or something coming on right now. Will be interesting to see how it happens. Mufu very intently staring at his screen, and it does look like there's some more gag substitutions coming. So let's see what he decides to do.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, this is exactly what I'm actually waiting for. Few good, really mind-boggling substitutions being made. And all right, so getting in where stuff. Oh, I mean, you've got to take this over, Azim. Talk me about all these changes.
Yeah, he's just having a bit of fun over there. He's got on, of course, VP Suhair, who actually plays for Northeast United FC. So finally, we have an actual hero ISL player in the eISL, and yeah, it's fun to see. Will be will be a lot of fun to see how he actually uses that card. And oh my goodness, it's CR7 getting in behind again. And Saransh, this
Oh.
time blocked off by Maldini. And is that going to be a penalty? No, it's a corner. So what's Saransh got over here?
And this is something that I think we were waiting for, but now there you have it. Saransh taking his chances with Messi shot back and finesse, and finally getting to see the hero ISL players in action in the ISL. Something that I think we're gonna see just today, right? If it feels as if the players are answering our prayers. Everything that Azim, you're asking for, Mufu is always there to fulfill it, and is like a secret genie. But for now, I mean, it's just 6 minutes left. 6-1 scoreline. Clearly not the representation that Northeast United FC would have had on any other competitive day. But yeah, it's just an exhibition matchup for them. They're here for fun, and Saransh just increasing his goals tally to try and get his hands on those 4 lakh rupees and that personalized NFT by Terra Virtua.
Yeah, still trying to get the ball to Suhair up top, not quite working out for him over there. And yeah, I mean, as you said, Imad's been taking all the requests. I think if you ever are at a party and you need a DJ, I think it's Mufu. He's the guy you need to call. Takes all requests and always does a great job of it. And clearly, I think even Saransh looks like he's requested him, buddy, let me score 7 or 8 goals against you. I'll get that MVP. And there you go. It's 7 goals for Saransh. Does look at this point like Saransh is going to take the lead in that MVP stakes, and Ankit Gupta, I'm sure, will have something to say about this going into his next match.
I'm pretty sure that Ankit would be wanting to be scoring a lot of goals tonight, because he surely does not want to miss out on the race for it. And it's never been about personal accolades for this player. He's always been a team player. But sometimes, when it's up against one of the best players, not just in India, but the entire South Asia. So that's where you've got that little bit edge of a competition. But there you have it. I think the highest goals scored by Saransh Jain in a matchup, a kind of reminiscence of how good he was in the past, right? Just being displayed today as well. 7 goals being scored. Yeah, of course, we can debate upon the fact that Mufu was not really try harding, but 7 goals they do officially count for
Yeah.
the race in the MVP, and we still have one more game. But regardless, Chennaiyin FC have secured those important 3 points, just trying to keep themselves up, and I think they've pushed themselves to the second spot, if
Yeah.
I'm not wrong.
Yes, that is correct. Chennai FC now are, of course, in second, and Mumbai City FC will be hoping that they can do something about that. Of course, this is Chennai FC's last game. Mumbai City FC still do have it available, and you can see these guys all enjoying themselves, all having fun, and after a while, I think it was a little bit too much fun for Saransh, shall we say, but scored a lot of really, really good goals. And yeah, you could see he was just enjoying himself. Nice walk in the park, Sunday walk in the park for Saransh over there. Allowed to walk all over Mufu over there purely from the team selection, and of course the few gags that happened at the end, and few mind games there, a couple of manual keeper moves, and but eventually Saransh, I think, treating this as just a little finishing exercise of getting into good positions. This one over there was just so impressive.
Yeah.
The composure to make that extra pass as well, and even over here getting in, I think it was just wonderful individual skills over there just to get past 3-4 defenders really. And after a while, I think Mufu just gave up on defending. He was like, I just want to score goals at this point. And unfortunately for him, it was Saransh doing all the scoring.
Yeah, and this shows the temperament of Saranj as a player, right? And this shows exactly what to expect from him in the playoffs. Today we did see Saranj making all these plays out there, in the box, getting up close and personal. Then that ball flick into a goal, showing extreme composure. And clearly you can see the number of passes, the difference over there, pretty much. And look at the shots. 11 shots to just 2, and the expected goals tally. That is absolutely mind-boggling. 7.3. One of the highest that
Yeah.
we have seen so far in the eISL.
Yeah, and it reminds me of the match that I played with Saransh a couple of years ago. It felt exactly like that. A lot of entertainment then, and a lot of entertainment today. And of course, if you are looking for entertainment in the NFT universe, you can of course check out Terra Virtua, which is an entertainment-based metaverse platform. Where particularly if you're interested in the Hero ISL, you can get lots of trading cards, moments, match mascots, all that kind of fun stuff. So check it all out now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, now it's the moment has arrived. The really, insane co-op matchup is what I'm gonna expect. See, honestly, the boys from Chennai FC, they've done the job. 3 points are secured. Azim, this is where I want to see them go YOLO. I want to see some really outrageous lineups over there, because Northeast United FC, they're not gonna shy back, right? I think Imad did just let in slip in a few secrets that that was the roster that he was saving for the co-op game. So maybe he might make a few tweaks here and there, or maybe the players would just talk amongst each other and decide. Because no matter whatever the outcome is going to be in this particular game, Chennai FC, they're going to be ending at the second spot.
Yeah, absolutely. Chennai FC, well, they still do have to wait for Mumbai City FC to play their match, and then that'll be decided. But yeah, I'm expecting. I'm actually expecting Chennai FC to play exactly the normal team that they would, because both of them are just so professional and so keen on winning everything that's possible. They'll just treat this as like one of those dress rehearsals for the semi-finals. That's what I would expect. You never know. Maybe they'll throw in a little bit of a surprise as well. Will we see VP Suhair again? That's the question for Northeast United FC, leading the line. Of course, the Northeast United FC forward from the Hero ISL, making his debut in the eISL as well. So I'm sure he'll be pleased with that. Didn't get a touch of the ball, sadly. I'm sure Mufu on the side was being like, come on, bro, ek pass dene de, ek goal maar de yaar, please, for the glory of Northeast United FC, but not to be on the day. But maybe still one more chance for it to happen.
This is a petition. This is something that we would want to see. Both these teams now just play with your real Hero ISL team lineups, right? I think that is something that even the fans watching the stream can relate, right? The ones that have been following the Hero ISL would want to see the players also inside of a video game, and that is the next step. I think if anyone can fulfill that, that is these two teams, because the next few matches that we do have lined up, maybe SC Bengal and Kerala Blasters FC can try and do something like this. I'm pretty sure the boys are going to be watching out. So if there's nothing on the line, I mean, we would love to see some original lineups coming to play instead of those big cards, because we've seen all those skill moves, we've seen all those really beautiful goals, but now we want to see those real players also come in from your original team and come into play. But apart from that, I think this is really good day individually, even for Saransh and Naveen to come out and play, right? Because the journey here is still not done. They've just gotten into level 2, I must say, because the first initial phase, if we talk about how they've been throughout. They were looking quite unstoppable, right? They were
Yep.
on that first position for a pretty long time, and then came that little bit of a slump where they started losing that lead. We did see FC Goa coming in, then eventually SC Bengal. Once they got to play the majority of the games just to equalize the number of games that they had played, they ended up on the top spot. They've been holding on to it for quite some time. We did see Mumbai City FC in there for a little bit of a time. Northeast United FC, even Azim, if you remember, they were also in
Yep.
contention for that at least top two spot, if I'm not wrong, at a certain point. And a few slip ups. We did see that big slump, especially from Mufu's side over there, and Northeast United FC just could not recover.
I think all of the top 7 teams have been on top of the table at some point in this eISL journey. SC Bengal, Mumbai City FC, Chennaiyin, Goa, Bengaluru, Northeast United, Jamshedpur. All of these guys looked like favorites at some point or the other. But of course, it was about finding that consistency and also losing and drawing the least matches you can, and that's why SC Bengal's record is just so impressive. Only one match lost in the entire 19 that they've played, and of course Mumbai City and Chennai, of course, losing 5 each. The difference being that Mumbai City FC have drawn one less game. So that's really the only difference between these teams at the moment. But we're waiting for kickoff now. I think Imad has his team ready. What is this team going to be? It appears we'll find out. There's always a bit of a cheeky grin on the Northeast United FC players when they go into these sort of dead rubber matches. And there you go, saying Mufu, like, you know what, just let's go, let's have some fun, let's pick whatever team you like, and yeah, and then that's it for us. We can be on our way home.
All right. With all these smiles, just breaking out, I'm pretty sure we are looking for some really mind-boggling lineups. And considering the delay, I'm pretty sure Chennai and FC would also be wanting to, dance into the beats as well. Because, having a little bit of a discussion, maybe Saransh is like, nay, nay, we are not going to do anything like that. Or maybe, yes, let's go for it. And finally, our prayers are going to
Ooh.
be answered. No, they're still stuck on to the good old lineup that they've had. But for Chennai, they've gotten Beckham, Rooney, Cantona. All right. I
Oh,
mean, see, we are gonna be happy.
yep, it's the Manchester United tribute, clearly, from Chennai and FC. So they've not disappointed. It's CR7. There's George Best over there as well. So, well, good to see. Great to see this. And of course, Cantona, one of the really, really good cards in the game. And yeah, good to see finally Chennai and FC letting the hair down there to have a little bit of fun as well. And it's a nice looking lineup from Northeast United FC as well. They've got Zidane in there. They've got Messi. Can't be any major theme to that, I don't think, because Zidane and Messi, I don't think I've ever played for the same teams. But yeah, unless I'm wrong, unless they've have some, no, as actually Zidane never played for Barcelona or PSG as far as I am aware. So clearly, just having a bit of fun.
Yeah, I think at this particular moment, it's something I really want to see from Chennai and FC. Now, they're playing out of their comfort zone. How are they going to adapt to it? Because the Northeast United FC,
Oh,
they're directly going to open the books up with Ibrahimovic, and there you have it, 1-0 up ahead. And this is what the boys have come in here for. Mufu and Imad both love the Zlatan card, and it delivers for them a really early break in this co-op matchup.
yeah, very, very good goal. And of course, let's see now what Chennai and FC have got, not playing with those meta players. Of course, Wayne Rooney, the upgrade icon, of course, very, very effective card. Bruno Fernandes also in there. Nemanja Vidic, and it does look like it'll be Rio Ferdinand alongside him. And yep, that's pretty much what you would expect. One Bissaka making the cut over there. May not have had too many options to pick from at right back, but there we go. Now trying to get Rooney unleashed onto that right foot of his, not quite working out, and getting in behind this time with Zidane. It is Northeast United FC trying to tee up that volley two or three times, but the ball will fall. And I think this was a case of Chennai and FC saying, okay, you know what, you guys took like these non-meta teams with less powerful cards, shall we say. So we'll do you a little bit of a favor and we'll pick one of those teams for Game 3. And that looks like what's happening. And it is a struggle when you go up against teams who have team of the year cards. It is a very very difficult proposition if you're just using. I mean, I don't want to say just using icons because even those are rare cards to come across for the most part. But yeah, they're doing a decent enough job, Chennai NFC, to hold on. It's just 1-0. But I would expect that to change pretty soon because both teams will be getting, particularly Chennai NFC, will be getting used to that groove a little bit more and figuring out how to make the best out of these players.
Yeah, I mean, at this particular moment, Chennai FC have been looking a little bit under the weather, and in terms of co-op, they haven't. They've been good, but they haven't been the best team in the entire league, right? They've been better players, and so the coordination clearly could do some work because individually these two players are so very good. But as a team, I think that's one of those areas that they need to really look out for. They've maintained some good statistics, some good numbers, but considering their prowess, they could do better. But talking about them, again, finding a beautiful opening there, Northeast United FC have managed to score one more in. It's 2-0. And clearly, Northeast United FC sending them a message. At any other given day, if we had, used our better players in the individual matchups, results could be otherwise.
Yeah, absolutely. Could have gone the other way. Beckham's barely had a kick of the ball so far, and I'm sure Chennai NFC will be hoping that they can get him involved at some point. They'll be hoping for a free kick just outside the box. Couple of specialists in there, Beckham, Roberto Carlos in there as well. But for now, Northeast United FC standing pretty firm. Good pressure applied there by Bengaluru FC, but on the counter attack, it does look like they are a little bit vulnerable now with Beckham. Will they go for that finesse shot? Yes, he does, but doesn't time it particularly well. And it's easily corrected by the keeper.
Yeah, and this time, opting for Yashin. And Northeast United FC, they've been looking really formidable in this particular matchup. They've been scoring goals. They've managed to get two. I think they're going to be looking for a few more. They've been managing to successfully get in through Chennai FC's defenses. This time with Ronaldinho. They're going to be looking for a pass maybe on towards Zlatan Ibrahimovic, but Rio Ferdinand comes in rescue, and this was purely, I think, Saransh on that Ronaldo over there went in for that little dribble, but got cut off, and now. Oh, offside over there. As Chennai FC look to score maybe one goal at least before the first half ends.
Yeah, it will be challenging for them to do it. Of course, you've got CR7, Cantona, Best, all those good players up there. Beckham, probably not the most effective card in the game. Not, I mean, I had actually packed Beckham in the last year's game, and was kind of an okay card, shall we say? Very good shooting ability for sure, and very good long passes, but doesn't give you too much in terms of that dribbling close quarters control that you really really need at this level in the eISL, particularly in the Ultimate Team mode. And will that be a corner? Nope, it's just going to roll out for a goal kick. So smiles all around. Northeast United FC enjoying themselves, and oh my goodness me, what on earth have they done? Cantona has his goal, and well, it was just Northeast United FC completely switching off over there, conceding a goal that many players have conceded playing in Division 10 of division rivals. But there you go, it's a 2-1. That's what it is.
Oh yeah, and I think this is something that Chennai FC just needed for trying to make a comeback into the second half, because this match is far from over, right? With a few more minutes ready to go before the first half ends, this could be potentially another goal coming in. A very good setup for Beckham, taking some time, however,
Whoa.
with the shot. Nice dribbling being displayed over there. But Eric Cantona still facing a lot of trouble over there. He's got to fight two defenders, and one of them is Maldini, and we know how good he has been in the ISL so far. But Chennai FC somehow did manage to keep the possession for a little while, but it's all right now. Getting back to the groove, we've got to see in the second half. Do we see anything else? Do we see any more really awkward changes or anything out of the box? But with Ibrahimovic went in for the shot this time, the keeper was well prepared.
Potentially could have had the hat trick for Zlatan over there, but didn't quite work out. And now Chennai FC, I think, experiencing what the Northeast United FC boys were going through in those first two games. Like, what is this? Why are these? Why is he not Mbappe? I think that's generally the question that has been asked of the David Beckham card over there. Why can he not twist and turn as quickly as Mbappe? Why is he not Cruyff? Why is he not Pele? But yeah, that's what it's like for just the regular mere mortals like us to play FIFA and play Ultimate Team. And very very good goals worked by Northeast United FC. I think Chennai FC still trying to come to terms with how their defense operates over there, and got a bit of a gift in the end from Mufu and Imad.
Yeah, a little bit of a confusion over there, but it's fine. Oh, I did see Van Persie coming in out there, one of my personal favorites. So let's see what he's got to offer over here. But regardless, heading into the second half now. There you go. A little bit of possession just being given away cheaply is not the way to go for Chennai and FC. I think they could potentially do better than this.
Oh yeah, definitely. And now they've got Pogba and Van Persie in there as well. Pogba will give them that little bit more control of midfield. Also give them the 5-star skill moves available and going for it. And is that in? No, it's just wide.
Oh.
That could have been another absolute screamer from Northeast United FC. But that one, I think, just centimeters wide.
Oh God! That was so close over there. Oh, and it's just getting uh, really interesting from around there. That your players are taking a go like, hey, you go for the shot, you go for the shot. That's what has been happening. But with Messi, a really interesting through pass with
Yes.
Ronaldinho will score one more, and again. Does this celebration have some sort of a name, Messi?
I don't think so. It used to be done, if I'm not wrong, by a player called Shefki Kuchi, who at Blackburn Rovers. I could be wrong, but yeah, it's just one of those gag celebrations. It is. It's just for a little bit of fun and a very good finish at the near post. You would have to say with Ronaldinho over there. So 3-1 it is for Northeast United FC, adding a little bit of respectability to this result after that 7-1 thrashing at the hands of Saransh from Mufu. So he's had the last laugh over here. Of course, we do know that Chennaiyin FC in this game not playing their regular meta players, and it's showing you the difference now between that all-star meta team when both players are basically using the same players that can cancel each other out, as opposed to seeing slightly different stylistic changes and just offside there for Ronaldinho. But Chennai FC have struggled to get really into this game. It's not. It feels a little off as well. When you're playing with just the regular cards, you feel there's a little bit of lack of fluidity. It almost feels at some points that you're playing with the input delay because the players just don't do the kind of things you're expecting. But this could be a chance. Not expecting that ball into the box. Rooney, oh my goodness, falling over himself, and it is still 3-1.
Oh, so 62 minutes gone past by, and in this last final matchup for Northeast United FC, the boys are definitely having a lot of fun, right? They've been getting their favorite players coming in, and there you have it, Robin van Persie getting himself on the ball just to be taken away, and Ronaldinho this time, so making those movements on that right wing. Ronaldinho, however, has managed to steal the ball away, but Pogba. So a lot of possession battle going on over here. It's a 1-3 score line. And Chennai FC, they've already, for all the viewers just tuning in right now, they've managed to secure those important 3 points. So they've also been here to a little bit of fun right now with Ronaldinho again trying to play around that left wing, just dribbling past. I'm pretty sure on that has to be Mufu.
Oh, and that was Roberto Carlos. If there's ever a player you want on his left foot, it's Roberto Carlos, and that's given away to Zlatan. Will he make them pay for this? Waltzing through that defense. Oh my goodness, trying every trick in the book over there, but It didn't quite work out, and all of these guys just having some fun. If you're just tuning into the eISL, of course, this is there's usually a lot more intensity than this. But today is one of those
From
days. It's the
tomorrow.
last day of the league season, and everybody is just having a little bit of fun using a few cards that you don't see normally. And now, with it does look like the Manchester United tribute team could find a gap, and there it is. It is Robin van Persie, and oh my goodness, going with the weak foot and getting that all wrong when the ball was actually on the left foot. I'm not quite sure why they would go right foot, but another bite at it for Van Persie, this time on that stronger left foot. Will it be? No, refusing to take the shot. I think Saransh is determined that he wants to walk that ball into the goal with Van Persie, and clearly it's not happening for him. And now with Pogba, oh, lovely bit of skill over there, going for that rainbow flick and the pass immediately after it. This time Van Persie, surely no, it's straight at the keeper. And Chennai FC can't quite believe that they're not scoring because they had 3 crazy chances. And yeah, now they're giving us just a little bit of exhibition. Everyone trying out all the tricks in the book over here, and didn't quite work out. Wayne Rooney showing some very good defensive discipline to track back all the way there. And no, enjoy it while you can, guys. This is the last few games that we're going to see this kind of stuff in today, because the intensity ramps up massively from tomorrow as we get into those semi-finals. And Zlatan, I think, has got himself sent off.
Maybe. I mean, in just a little while, we'll get to see that. But yeah, I think if we talk about today, like you just said, the players just relieving the steam before the big day gets started off, right? Because from tomorrow onwards, we're gonna see the first day of playoffs. We're gonna see the teams battling it out. It's gonna be in a double eliminations format. So yeah, of course, there'll be few matches. If you can just drop one, you still have one more to go. And Northeast United FC, their journey in the ISL. This is the last 10 minutes that they're going to be playing. So it's a really emotional moment over here for them, as Hulit just making a slight tackle. I think he must have crossed a few meters. Oh, hitting that crossbar with Robin van Persie. Still the attacker really on with Ronaldo trying to make something happen at the very least, with the Seri not letting it. But Pogba is relentless. He did not want to give up as Coutinho comes into play. Another
Oh,
player
it's
who's
VP
been...
Suhair.
Oh, can he score?
Goes
Please
for the
score.
chip, and here pulls it out. Almost a goal by a hero ISL player. Will we get another opportunity for that to happen? Who knows? I think it was well. It might just be. Oh my goodness, Zidane going for a volley. That could have been absolutely crazy if that had gone in. So all sorts of action we've got to see over here today. You see VP Sohair, look at him going to close down Luke Shaw at left back. And well, that was, it looked like a case of Dest versus Best at the back over there. And an opportunity now. Is that going to be a second red card? No, but it's a free kick, and wonder in this situation. Clearly, it's not going to be Vidic taking the free kick, but you do have Roberto Carlos in there available, and Beckham potentially as well. And well, they've decided to just give the ball away, and we're saying there might still have been a goal, but there you go. Job done for Northeast United FC. A very nice exhibition match, shall we say, between these players. Lots of goals scored. Eventually, the points go to Chennaiyin FC, but very, very fun to watch.
Yeah, it was a really fun game, and the expression just says it all, right? In those final few moments, yes, of course, they're smiling, but once they go back home, watching the players play in that playoffs, they're feeling a little bit, bummed about it. But I think that's where you need to learn. It's the fall from where you need to rise thereon after. And maybe in the next season, when we see these boys coming into play, we don't know if they're going to be playing together as a team, if they're going to be playing at all. But whatever the future holds for them, I think we really wish some good positive things happening for them. I really wish to see them a lot in the FIFA circuit and all the other tournaments also happening around. But yeah, I think these boys coming in here, especially Mufu, his first time at a LAN event, and he's done really well in terms of being a first timer. Of course, with Imad, he's got to learn so much out as a player individually as well. And this co-op game, that this little twist that we've had right from the very start in the eISL was something that these players were really not accustomed to see quite often. So yeah, I think overall a really good matchup. And the way they've been playing, I think we've been enjoying watching Northeast United FC. Finally, their journey in the eISL comes to an end.
Yeah, it finally comes to an end. I think they'll look back at it fondly and ending up sort of sixth place, level on points, more or less with the Bengaluru FC as well. So a good job for them, and very very entertaining co-op game for us to enjoy as well. And looking at the table now, it does look like yeah, it does end level on points for Bengaluru FC and Northeast United FC. Fireworks over there. How many goals is that? Oh my goodness, 6 plus 8 plus 4. That's a lot of goals that we've been treated to. 18 goals across 3 matches. That's exactly what we want to see on the final day of the league stages. And congrats to all the boys, and thank you to all the boys for giving us the entertainment, abandoning their meta picks and going for those theme based teams. But let's find out now. It's no surprise who the hero of the match is. Come on, just give it to Saransh and get it over with. And there you go. 8 goals scored for Saransh. Of course, 7 in his individual match, and that takes him, I think, to the top of those MVP stakes, and he'll be hoping to stay there now.
Oh yeah, I think he would want to hold on to it, and really strong performance from his side. And finally, has found a lot of competitors. Even you never know. I mean, if Chennaiyin FC just go on to win this entire whole thing, Saransh versus Naveen for 1v1 face-off is something that all the fans would even want to see, because in terms of statistics, in terms of scoring goals, both have really been at the top of their game. And Saransh, I mean, yeah, of course, these 7 goals did come in maybe a little bit easier considering the picks from Mufu's side. But regardless, Azim, I think this is where, from here onwards, Saransh's true mettle is going to be tested, right? They've made it through to the top 4. But what do you think could be the super moment in this matchup? I think I've just got that one goal in my mind.
Yeah.
Still, playing on a loop. That little corner goal from Imad's side in his matchup, and look at how well that was timed and how well it was positioned. Absolutely into perfection.
Yeah, absolute screamer there. Something that I've been after the players to do for a very long time. And you can see it's a proper celebration. I mean, they're not even in the playoffs, but that's the joy and the fun of scoring those kind of goals. And I thoroughly enjoyed that. It was great to watch. And of course, Northeast United FC's journey now in the eISL does come to an end, as does it for Chennaiyin FC in the league stage. But of course, we do know that Chennaiyin FC now moving up into that second spot, as I'm sure we will see on the leaderboard in just a little bit. But for Northeast United FC, I think they're going to stay in 6th, level on points with Bengaluru FC. And look back at a season of maybe 1 or 2 results that could have gone differently, and they would still be in it.
Oh yeah, and there you go. Taking a look at the leaderboards, finally done with their 20 matches. Both of these teams, Chennaiyin FC and Northeast United FC. So the Chennai Northeast United, they know they're going to be finishing at the 6th spot, no matter whatever really happens over here. But Chennaiyin FC, I think. They're just 1 point ahead over here, but Mumbai City FC, they still have that one game to play, right? So if they sort of go on and win that matchup against Hyderabad FC, if I'm not wrong, so they would be getting their second spot back. But SC Bengal, looking at them today should be at one of those days where I'm kind of expecting them to go a little bit really big, because this is much needed, especially for Ankit Gupta, because Shantan still at the end of the day is having a really good run. But enough about them. We still have a lot of time, because now it's time to get back to the chocolate boys of the eISL. In fact, Mufu is waiting for us inside of the studio. So Mufu, finally a long run coming to an end. How would you describe, or how would you say your journey in the eISL has been so far?
It's been a great experience. Learned a lot. First competitive tournament. And yeah, I learned a lot. And of course, like when I came here, I knew that I am not the best player here. I still have a long way to go. but I think I've improved, and I need to keep improving and keep working, and hopefully, hopefully I can win it sometime.
Yeah, well, we'll be looking forward to seeing you. But of course, one of the things that you guys have been doing over the last couple of days is picking theme-based teams. We saw Barcelona 11, we saw United 11, we saw AC Milan 11. And today you were going up against Saransh was playing against the sort of the meta team that he would go with. So how difficult really is it to play with this kind of a team up against the team that you usually play?
It's very difficult, honestly. Team of the year players are too good, and like I think 5 or 6 goals I conceded is just because that Baresi is very slow. He can't run, and he would just run with CR7, and there's nothing I can do. So yeah, it's a big disadvantage. But I felt like it's our last match. I mean, we should like end it on a enjoyable note for both of the teams. We both teams
Yeah.
enjoyed it a lot. So I think yeah, that's why I went for that team.
Yeah, and
But
I think we would have enjoyed it even more, sorry, Fixes, if VP Suhair had managed to score that goal right in the
yes.
end.
Yeah, yeah, I
You
know.
know,
I couldn't run because he's very slow as well. So their centre backs would easily catch up. So I had to shoot somehow. Unfortunately, it didn't go in.
it's completely okay, buddy. But like we've been asking to the other players as well. So even the same goes out to you. What's next for you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm still very young, so need to look at studies as well. But
Uh,
I think I'm gonna continue on this esports journey. I like competing. I enjoy it, and there are great people in this community. So yeah, I think I'll continue. But of course, I'll have to look at studies as well.
any shout outs before you head out to anybody, any fans, girlfriend, family, friends?
Yeah, sure. I'd like to first of all thank my parents, families, and friends who supported me a lot, and my teammate as well. I mean, I think he's one of the best players in India, and I
Yeah.
was very lucky. And yeah, shout out to everyone. Honestly, the organizers who organized it, and of course the players. It's been a great journey, and it's been a memorable time for me. And hopefully, there's more to come.
Yeah, definitely. It's been great watching you and chatting with you all throughout, and I'm sure we'll end up meeting at some point. But all
Yeah.
the best, Mufu, and cheers. It's been a great tournament.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, so I could just hear that little bit of a laugh coming out from the background. But regardless, it was such an amazing, time talking to this player. As always, being really blunt to us whenever he comes. If I played bad, yeah, I played really bad, and that's
Yeah.
way with Mufu. He is still growing, and I hope to see some really good plays from him in the future tournaments also.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of growing, also growing is Terra Virtua, which is, of course, our digital collectibles partner. It's an entertainment based metaverse platform where, especially if you're into the Hero ISL, you can get your moments, trading cards, mementos, all that kind of stuff. So check it all out right now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this was all about the first matchup for our evening, right? We still have two more to go though. But before we head out from this stream, a huge shout out to our sponsors, as the eISL is, of course, powered by Coca Cola. Our associate sponsors, Zero, esports partners, Notwin Gaming, our platform partners, PlayStation, and our digital collectibles partners, Terra Virtua, for making this event happen. That being said, Azim and I, we're going to just take a quick little breather. We're going to hop on to one more stream, and we're going to meet you right over there.